Getting details of a stolen car bust. In Ontario and Quebec, a number of law enforcement partners are involved. Let's listen.
Motor vehicle collision. The OPP, SPVM, and SQ announced the results of Project Volcano, which led to the apprehension of 34 individuals residing in Quebec who were wanted for vehicle crimes in Ontario. The Peel Regional Police laid more than 200 charges against 2 accused who were fraudulently registering vehicles for the purpose of vehicle crimes related to revinning. And just last week, Toronto Police Service, York Regional Police, and the Halton Regional Police Service announced the results of Project Paranoid, which led to the recovery of 48 vehicles. Today, we are here to share the details of Project Vector, an operation to recover stolen vehicles that have made it to the Port of Montreal and have been interdicted before they could be illegally exported. Vehicle crime is a complex issue, and we are taking a multifaceted approach to combating these incidents, which puts the safety and security of our police officers and our citizens at risk. It is no secret that stolen vehicles are being illegally exported to markets in Asia, Europe, Africa, the Middle East, and South America. Inspecting sea containers and recovering stolen vehicles requires collaboration between border officials, law enforcement, and partners in the insurance industry, such as Equité Association. At the Port of Montreal, officers found that approximately 75% of vehicles recovered were stolen in Ontario. While ongoing interdiction by the SQ, SPVM, and the CBSA and Equité have been occurring at the Port of Montreal, the OPP-led Provincial Auto Theft and Towing Team and the municipal services that you see here today provided intelligence that initiated Project Vector, which indicated a large percentage of the vehicles stolen in Ontario were destined for illegal export via the Port of Montreal. Between December 12, 2023 and March 29, 2024, 390 shipping containers were opened here in Montreal, resulting in 598 stolen vehicles being recovered as a direct result of Project Vector. The recovered vehicles have a potential value of approximately $34.5 million. As our intelligence indicated, the vast majority of recovered stolen vehicles, more than 430, were taken from the Greater Toronto Area. The primary vehicles being targeted were newer vehicles, including high-end pickup trucks and SUVs. These vehicles were connected to various types of violent vehicle crimes, including carjackings and home invasions. For example, one of the recovered vehicles is linked to a carjacking involving a handgun. Another vehicle was stolen from a driveway and then used for a residential break-and-enter just hours later. In another instance, thieves invaded a home during the early morning, confronted the homeowners, and made off with 2 vehicles. No arrests were made as a direct result of Project Vector. However, police services of jurisdiction are continuing their investigations surrounding these recovered stolen vehicles. While stories like these are concerning for everyone, we want to assure Canadians that police services across the country are working closely to identify those responsible for vehicle crimes and to hold them accountable. We are working in tandem with insurance companies, manufacturers, and all levels of government to develop long-term solutions aimed at drastically reducing the number of vehicles being stolen each year. We are tackling this issue from all fronts, and we are seeing tremendous results. In 2023, the Ontario Provincial Auto Theft and Towing Team completed more than 170 VIN verifications to assist the OPP and our partners with investigations related to auto theft. These results couldn't have been accomplished without the joint forces operation partners that make up this provincial team. Provincial Auto Theft and Towing Team members are also working with community stakeholders, authorities at ports of entry, and with international agencies such as Interpol. While we are proud of what we have accomplished as a part of Project Vector, our work is far from done. We are developing new partnerships to enhance the Provincial Auto Theft and Towing Team. We are deploying additional frontline resources to interdict stolen vehicles, and we are making great strides in ongoing auto theft investigations. There are many individuals who played a vital role in Project Vector, from civilian analysts to frontline officers and investigators embedded within our auto theft teams. I am grateful for your dedication to this investigation. In particular, I would like to thank the CBSA, the SQ, the SPVM, and Equité Association for their ongoing commitment and collaboration. We are stronger together. We will continue to disrupt the criminal organizations responsible for auto theft. Thank you. Merci and miigwech.
Bonjour et bienvenue.
Welcome. Thank you for all for being here today. I am called Mark Hemrick, and I am an inspector with the Ontario Provincial Police. Over the last month, there hasn't been a single day without a major announcement concerning the theft of cars. More specifically, in March, a provincial work group on car thefts in Ontario arrested 7 individuals, gave 34 accusations, and recovered 18 vehicles. The regional Durham Police Service apprehended 2 individuals after a theft attempt after a car collision. The OPP, SPVM, and the SQ announced the results of the Volcano project, which brought to the arrest of 34 individuals residing in Quebec and searched for crimes related to Ontario car thefts. The Peel Regional Police brought 200 accusations against 2 individuals who were fraudulently registering cars with the goal of committing crimes for the change of VINs on vehicles. And no later than last week, the Toronto Police Service, the York Regional Police, and the Halton Regional Police announced the results of the Paranoid project, which brought the recovery of 48 vehicles. More so, in the provincial team for thefts of vehicles did more than 170 verifications of VINs to help the provincial police and our partners in their investigations related to car thefts. These are the results, or these results could not have happened without the partners that are part of this provincial team. The team members in Ontario also work with community players and entry point authorities and international like Interpol. Today, we are here to share the details of the Vector project, an operation for vehicle recovery that arrived in the Port of Montreal and intercepted before they could be exported illegally. Criminality linked to vehicles is a complex problem, and we're adopting a multidimensional approach to fight against these incidents that put in danger the security and safety of our police officers and our citizens. It is no secret to anybody that stolen vehicles are exported illegally towards Asian markets, Europe, Africa, Middle East, and South America. The inspection of containers and the recovery of stolen vehicles requires a collaboration between border services, police services, and insurance partners like the Equity Association. At the Port of Montreal, agents discovered that around 80% of vehicles recovered were stolen in Ontario. The indications are continued by SPVM, SQ, ACFC, and Equity in the Port of Montreal. The provincial theft team, directed by the OPP, and the municipal services that you see here today, supplied information that launched the Vector program and indicated a large percentage the vehicles stolen were destined for the illegal export via the Port of Montreal. Between December 12, 2023 and March 29, 2024, members representing the police services you see here today went to the Port of Montreal and opened 380 containers, 390 maritime containers. This interprovincial activity recovered 598 stolen vehicles. Since our information indicated, the large majority of vehicles stolen and recovered, more than 430 came from the Greater Toronto region. The main targeted vehicles were vehicles that were more recent, including pickups, SUVs, high-end SUVs that you see here today as examples. These vehicles were linked to different types of violent crimes, including car thefts and home invasions, carjackings. One of the vehicles, for example, was linked to a carjacking involving a firearm. Another vehicle was stolen in an alley and used for a home invasion in a residence a few hours later. In another case, suspects invaded a house and left with two vehicles. Even stories like these are concerning for everybody. We want to ensure all Canadians that police services throughout the whole country work collaboratively to identify those responsible and hold them responsible. We work in close collaboration with insurance companies, manufacturers, and all levels of government to develop solutions, long-term solutions to considerably reduce the number of vehicles stolen each year. We are attacking this problem on all fronts, and we are seeing huge results. Important information were gleaned which help progress the investigations on car thefts and organized crime with the different police services. Information obtained in the Vector project should bring many important accusations and arrests. At the same time, and also important, the Vector project removed more than $34 million from the pockets of organized crime. Even though we are proud of what we've accomplished in the Vector project, our work is far from being over. We are developing new partnerships to reinforce the theft. We are deploying resources in the first line, additional resources, to intercept vehicles stolen, and we are making large progress in the investigations that are ongoing. Many people have played an essential role in the Vector project. These are civil analysts, first-line agents, or integrated investigators in our car theft teams. We appreciate your devotion to this investigation. I particularly want to thank the SFC, the SQ, the Montreal Police Service, and the Équité Association for their commitment and collaboration. We are stronger together. We will continue to perturb organizations that are responsible for car thefts. Thank you. Thank you.
Bonjour.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to welcome you today in the
Canadian Border Services offices. This garage, where we find ourselves, is used for storing equipment and specialized vehicles used by the Border Service agents to control merchandise that transit in the port zone. As you know, as an organization charged with protecting the borders, the AFC is the last line of defense before stolen vehicles are exported abroad. This
All right, we are listening details of a joint police investigation between Ontario and Quebec. A major vehicle bus called Project Vector, car stolen in Ontario, going through the Port of Montreal, destined for Europe, Asia, Africa, South America. 390 shipping containers revealed 598 stolen vehicles valued at $34.5 million.